first of all, everybody asks, this is not casual. This is not something the ambassadors are doing. Write a letter to the Romanian people and actually telling them which candidate is okay and which is not. What was the reason for the letter? Is it that bad?
We are concerned about preserving Romanian democracy, liberty, success, and the Romanian economy. And we think that one candidate poses a very serious problem with respect to the future of Romania's democracy and prosperity.
Now, is it the same candidate that boasts that he has connections in Washington and is very pro-MAGA and has got friends in the Trump administration?
Well, whether or not he has friends is another issue. This guy says a lot of things. I doubt very many, if any of them, are true. So what he says and what the reality is are two different things in our opinion.
I understand, but he's kind of a MAGA copycat in the last few weeks. He's trying. Yeah.
Let me interrupt you right there, because I think what you said is very important. To judge a candidate, in our opinion, you can't look at the day before the election, a week before the election, 5 weeks before the election. You have to look at a longer period of time since this person has been involved in the public life or has done other things. And I think this person has no qualities that sustain this whole MAGA thing. To the contrary, he has an affinity for Moscow, for Putin, for Georgescu, has a history of sustaining legionnaires, anti-Semitism, all kinds of stuff like that. So this is not the MAGA. So what he says today or in the last few days to try to grab votes is not this man's history. His relationship to Russia is well known and very close, as is Georgescu's.
Now, he could become president. How do you think that will affect Romania's position into NATO, the current alliances, our current strategic and security situation?
I think it'll be, if he becomes president, I think it will be a disaster for Romania, as do my fellow former ambassadors. We're all united on this. We believe it will be a disaster for Romania economically, politically, and socially, as well as militarily. We think the relationship on the military, intelligence, security aspects will become very strained, because based on his relationships with Moscow, NATO countries, the US, and other European and global allies will be very reticent to share intelligence and other secret materials with the Romanians. I think the European Union will be reticent to support investments and other issues in Romania. I think investors generally will avoid investing in Romania because of the uncertainty. I think Romania's credit rating will go down to junk. It is currently one notch above junk, but I think it will decrease. Romania borrowed $500 million several days ago, at some point last week, at a rate of 8%, which is very high for a sovereign country in this area. And it's only going to get worse. So I think investors will leave. Investors will not invest here anymore, and it's a very big problem.
Now, Mr. Simeon, in an interview with an American, let's say, journalist, said last week that he believes that the kicking out of the visa waiver program that happened a few weeks ago was a correct message. It was a warning from the Trump administration to Romania because of what happened in the elections, because of the annulment of the second round of last year's elections. How do you comment that?
I think it's shameful that he would wish anything ill on Romania and the people of Romania, his own people. I heard what he said, and he was happy that it happened. He was gleeful
He
that
kind of looked that way, yeah.
So I think that's terrible for anybody who wants to be president of a country, that he is happy that something negative happened to his fellow country people. Number two, as far as I know, there was no political connection between the visa waiver annulment and some political scheme or the annulment of the elections. My understanding is that the Department of Homeland Security is reviewing compliance with a variety of technical requirements where the Biden administration found compliance to make sure that, in fact, all the requirements are made and Romania is compliant. One of the biggest priorities in the Trump administration, rightfully so, is border security. And this is a big piece of the visa waiver countries are a big piece of border security, and they want to make sure that the requirements are fully met so they know exactly who's coming in and out of the United States.
And one last question. Few undecided voters, not that many, but they could make a difference. What is your message to them?
Well, my message to them is to do what's right, vote your conscience, and vote what's best for Romania and for you as a Romanian. What I am terribly, terribly concerned about is that Mr. Simeon will not only destroy the economy, as you've seen, the value of the RON has been already undermined. The stock market has already gone down. Investors who were planning on coming in have put their plans on hold. Many people are looking to leave, and it's a problem. And most economic analysts over the last week have said exactly the same thing. Moreover, Mr. Simeon has referred to getting rid of 500,000 parasites and taking care of them. What it means to take care of 500,000 parasites from government employment, I don't know, but I think it's horrible, the reference. And then I believe yesterday, he made a reference to threatening people that oppose him.
Individually, yes.
So does that mean that those people become parasites and they will be sent off to re-education camps or gulags or killed or imprisoned? What does that mean? So Mr. Simeon is following in the footsteps of the legionnaires, of the Nazis, of the Russian communists, and all the other dictatorial states which are around today, threatening opposition, trying to intimidate the right of free speech and political activity. He has also said he wants to get rid of a free press. Him and other colleagues of his have been very angry with the press. They want to get rid of political parties. There's only one country like that. There's a handful of countries like that. Russia is like that, where Putin has been in charge for 30, 35 years. There's China with Xi Jinping, North Korea with Kim. So to me, all of these signs, you have to listen to what this fellow says. It's scary what he wants to do. It's bad for Romania. It's bad for the Romanian people. And I advise all Romanian people to stand up and vote to keep Romania free and democratic, where everybody can express their opinion and vote for candidates of their choice without fear of consequences from an opponent or jail or things of that nature.
Mr. Ambassador, thank you very much, and safe trip to Washington.
Thank you so very much. Have a wonderful day.
Tell those guys we're good people here, please.
I have to add one other thing.
Yes, please.
Everybody knows that. One of the reasons that my former colleagues, the former U.S. ambassadors to Romania, signed on to this letter, and we are so concerned, is because we all feel for Romania. We all think Romania is a great country. We love the Romanian people, and we do not want to see the Romanian people become enslaved again as they were during communist times. We think Mr. Simeon poses one of the greatest and clearest danger that we have seen since the revolution. And he if elected, we believe he's going to destroy Romanian democracy.
Thank you.